Hey guys, I'm SuperCoach here, and welcome to my round 13 review. We went 2,080 this week, top 4% score, another good week. We've got back-to-back good weeks. One thing I've noticed with the team is that we really do well in the buys. I don't know what it is, but I guess we're just a good structured buy team. Yeah, season rank of 5,000 now, which I'm happy with. I'm actually relatively happy with that, especially when I thought we were going to be plummeting out of the top 10k. So yeah, I'm happy with the way we've bounced back there. So yeah, let's just get straight into the team. Whitfield 84. Oh my god. Like, I'm not even mad at Whitfield because it's not his fault. I don't like him as a player in general, which is a separate issue. But the fact that Kingsley, the asshole, wants to play him at fucking half forward. This is your all Australian half back, mate. All Australian halfback averaged 30 disposals last year, and you are playing him at half forward. And like a tiny bit of midfield. Like, I swear to God, they tried him in the midfield early, I think it was, 2023 or whatever, or maybe like the whole of 2023. He was no good. He's not a midfielder, mate. He's not a midfielder. He's not a fucking half forward, winger, whatever the fuck role they're playing him in. He's a halfbacker, mate. Just for my own sake. I'm this close to rage trading him, but I think I just have to hold on to him. But please, yes, for Whitfield's own sake and for your team's sake, put the cunt at halfback. Oh my god, that's dreadful. Like, unbelievable. Um, yeah. So I'm this close to rage trading Whitfield, but I don't think I am. Zorko, on the other hand, he's gone, and I'll tell you why right now. Let's get DFS up. Um, what are we looking for? Go out. Fantasy tools. Season long DVP. That one. Actually, I'm not sure if you guys can see this because I might be just streaming to the tab of the SuperCoach thing. But if you can't, just look it up yourself, please. If you're bothered to, it's completely up to you. Yeah, so we look at the fixtures here, and this is season-long DVP for designated kickers. And Zorko's a designated kicker for Brisbane. And we look down the fixture, we go on, there's Geelong, Western Bulldogs, Collingwood, up at the top. And then you got Brisbane all the way at last by a fucking huge amount. Melbourne are second last, and they're at 1.64, negative 1.64. Brisbane are on negative 2.3. Keep in mind, Zorko is 36 years old. Do you really think he's going to hold the sort of form his first half has been for the rest of the season? No 36-year-old can, unless you're just fucking David Mundy or something. But, like, it's a terrible fixture. He's got the bad bye coming up. Keep in mind, which is a fucking terrible bye. Everyone has that bye. And he's 36 years old. Wait, did I already say he's 36 years old? So, bad fixture, 36 years old, and, what was I going to say? Yeah, bad buy coming up. Those are the three reasons, and they're three good reasons to trade him out. Like, I know we don't have that many trades yet, but even if we do this, we're going to finish the team with 3 injury trades, which obviously isn't the best, but I feel like it's manageable. Worst case, we have to tank that 23rd spot, which I'm happy with. But, I mean, I think the lights are green to trade him out, honestly. I think this could be the safest trade out of the season. Maybe I'm just overlooking, like I'm looking too much into the fixture. But honestly, I don't know. I feel like just at that age, with the bad buy and the fixture, it's just so perfect for him to be a swap to Butters. So I think I'm just going to do that. But we'll get into the trades in a second. Zorko 80. Who do you play again? Adelaide. Keep in mind, Adelaide are a really good matchup for designated kickers. Zorko did fucking nothing. And what's his break even? 162. Yeah, he's gone. He's in the bin, man. He's out of there. Then we got Sheasel. Now, Sheasel's a very interesting one. He was on 30 at halftime, and I was thinking, oh my god, why did I hold this stud through his bye? Sorry about that. I just had fucking crazy voice. My voice crack. I don't know what to call that. Just maybe some phlegm got stuck in my throat. Yeah, 30-point first half for Sheasel against West Coast. And I'm thinking, if he can't score against West Coast, he can't score against anyone. I was like, oh my god, this role's so bad. We have to trade him out. Then the second half, he had a massive third quarter, finished it on like 70 Supercoach. I'm thinking, okay, he can turn up from here. But I was just hoping for like something above an 80. He comes out in the last quarter. How much is that? 67-point last quarter. That's incredible from Chisel. He played all midfield in the last quarter, played his best quarter. I really, really hope Clarko figures it out, that this is his position, the midfield or the halfback, not half forward. But like, this is just another prime example of Sheasel just being the amazing player that he is. He will score anywhere he goes. And his scoring might not be as good as previous years because of this shitty role, but you know what? It's still Harry Sheasel. That's my argument. Tom Stewart. What an amazing trade-in this has been, man. 423k, he brought him in off a 98 and off a big injury, and I'm thinking, what am I doing? This is stupid. This isn't going to work. But I had to risk it. And the risk has well and truly paid off. Like, we'll get to Raul in a second. He's another one in that big risky trade that sort of really helped me regain ranks. But especially Stewart, man. Stewart has just really helped me get some of those ranks I lost back. He's been incredible, man. Like, I traded him in for a 103 and a 113. For the 103 last week, I think he was definitely overscored. Like, he didn't look that good. But the reason why Stewart gets scored so highly in those sort of games, even when he plays average, is because what he does with the ball is just so damaging and it's so good for the team. Like, there's never an ineffective kick for Stewart. It's always just like a long down the line, but a good long down the line, a calculated kick. I love Stewart. His intercepts are incredible. He looked a bit shaky on intercepts the week before, and I was thinking, hopefully he eases into it. I think I said in the review that he's going to ease into it and get more intercept marks, and that's exactly what he did this week against the Suns. I think he could have even been a little bit underscored, but he was incredible. Thank you so much, Tommy Stewart. You have just made my season. Brilliant. Hopefully he can keep pushing scores like that. I mean, Geelong with the easy fixture they had. I mean, it was a calculated pickup in the end. Like, it wasn't just luck. We looked at Geelong's fixture. We saw that they had a really good fixture, and he's turned out well. And I mean, it's a calculated pick. It's a good pick. But at the same time, we can't get too ahead of ourselves now because the pick could always turn to shit. He could drop a 50 and then a 40 or whatever. So we can't get too ahead of ourselves. But well done the past 2 weeks, Tommy Stewart. Let me just plug my headset in. It's getting a little bit low. Then we got Matty Carroll. He was doing really well in the first half, and I was thinking, wow, he's on for a big score here for a rookie. But then he got subbed out. I don't know why. There was a lot of people. Like, yes, he was turning the ball over a lot, but there was a lot of people on the ground playing worse than him. I guess maybe he was just being a bit of a defensive liability or something, but it doesn't matter because he's gone this week anyway. Carroll and Zorko, they're gone this week. Angus Clark, 71, amazing, perfect, brilliant cash gen, negative 10 break even now. If he could push out an 80 against the Cats, that would be unbelievable. I'd be so happy with him. If he could just push out an 80, get up to 250k at his buy, I might as well just trade him out at his buy and then get a primo and then basically finish the team before the buy is finished. I'm going to count 22 primos as a finished team because I mean, in this season, with the fucking lack of cash gen, especially like we've missed some seriously good rookies. Like we missed Murphy Reed, we missed Connor O'Sullivan. Who else did we miss? Sam Palpepper. The list goes on. Like we missed a lot of good cash gen. I think I came into this season thinking cash gen is like so important. It's a number one priority this year. And then as the season wore on, I was just like, oh no, cash gen doesn't matter, and it really fucked me up. It did. But yeah, it's just another lesson. Like, cash gen is obviously the most important thing in SuperCoach, and I mean, what was I gonna say? Yeah, it's just the most important thing in SuperCoach. You got to get the right rookies in. That's really the key to having a good start to your year. Um, then we got Brosh. Actually, you know, it's not really a good key to start your year, but that mid-year from like the early buys are done to these buys, that period there in the middle is pivotal. Like, if you pick the right rookies, that'll be a fucking fantastic period for you because you'll just be upgrading so quickly. For the midfielders, Bayshore didn't play. Jordan Dawson, 108 is my vice. Tagged hard by Dunkley. Like, keep in mind, this was a very good tag by Dunkley. And he still managed to score a 108. Like, Dawson, you're my king, man. This is another successful trade in. Like, he's been tagged the past 2 weeks. He's gone 112 and 108. That's incredible. And he was on like 50 points at three-quarter time, Dawson. I was like, oh my god, we're going to have to deal with the shit score here. Being tagged. On 50 at half time, probably doesn't have the biggest last quarter. Adelaide aren't playing well. But then he comes out, moves down forward, and just gets it done. Has a 50-point quarter, and I'm just like, that's absolutely sublime, Dawson. Nearly 60-point quarter. Yeah, with a tag, keep in mind. He goes down forward, he takes a big mark, kicks a big goal, and from then on, he was just scoring everywhere. So, thank you very much, Dawson. You've been a dream pick. Tagged by Jordan last week, tagged by Dunkley this week, and you've still turned up. Beautiful. Hewitt was a trade-in. Probably, like, I think it'll be successful in the long run because he's got North and West Coast coming up. But we probably should have gone Tom Green. I mean, he scored a 140. I really did look at Tom Green because he had Port Adelaide and maybe like a Drew tag or a Bergman tag or something. I didn't worry about it. But we should have really looked closer. We should have. I'm just going to go do something. Give me a second. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry about this. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. So yeah, I did look at Tom Green, but because he had Port Adelaide, I was just like, nah, not really worth it. But then he went 140, and I was like, fucking hell. But I'm still happy with the way Hewitt played, especially his first half. Like, he was on 80 in the first half, and someone that can go 80 in the first half that has West Coast and North coming up, and he's a good scorer, and I can definitely see him just being that pod sort of guy that finishes in the top 8 mids. Like, we've seen it in years prior. Like, it was Treloar last year. It was Liberatore the year before. He's just going to be one of those guys that everyone sleeps on, and he'll easily be top 8. Like, I don't think he averages below 110 this year. Yeah, and Carlton have got a pretty decent fixture coming up, so I can see him scoring big. Keep in mind, he only had like 60% CBAs this game, so if his CBAs go up to like 80, this is easily like a 130, 140. So yeah, I'm relatively happy with the Hewitt trading. Did really well. As I said, 80-point first half. Slowed down in the second half, but I mean, so did all of Carlton, so it's alright, I guess. Rao 114, my glorious king, man. Him and Stewart have saved my season. My season was in the grave. Stewart and Rao, they put their hand up from the fucking soil and they just grab at something and get out of the fucking grave. Like, I don't even know what I'm talking about, man. I'm just, I'm so happy with the way Rao and Stewart have worked themselves out, especially Rao, because Rao's a real worry because he can go big, then he can go really little, and I thought one of the this game was going to be a floor score because he was on like 4 at quarter time with like 4 touches, and I was like, oh my god. We're going to win this one of these games. And he was just getting free kick against after free kick against, clanger after clanger. And in the second quarter, he has like a 60-point second quarter. Gets on like 64 before half time. And then finishes the game on a 114. Like, he has had a seriously good month. Keep in mind, he's going into the bye now. So he's going to be well rested going into the finish of the season. And I don't know. Hopefully, Raul has sort of found out a way to maintain this sort of scoring, but look, we know the floor games are going to come. Let's not be naive here. I'm just happy with the way he's going so far. He's been a definite successful trade. Day cost 95, got tagged by Langdon. Like, I don't know why we have this guy. He's going to get tagged every week. It's the reason I stayed away from him in the preseason, and I probably should have stayed away from him now. Like, it's going to be very rare that he doesn't cop a tag. He was on like 20 in the first half. Then he had a massive second half, finished on like 75. 75 for the second half, 95 for the game. So, look, hopefully Daggers has a big game in there somewhere, could get his average up to like a 110. That'd be lovely, but he's just going to cop a tag every week. Rosie, 116, really, really well done. Also, with trading out Zorko, sorry if I'm just like switching to one idea to another, but these ones are sort of linked. If I trade out Zorko, it also allows me to get Rosie in my defense, and I won't have to get a defender to finish in my fucking midfield. So yeah, that was also a part of it. The reason why I'm trading out Zorko. So yeah, Rosie 116 had a massive first quarter. I was like, oh my god, he's on for a big score. He had like a 50-point first quarter. I was so happy. He was still good after that, but he just died down. And again, his efficiency for a halfbacker really hurts him. I definitely think he was underscored this game. Like, he played fucking unreal. Only scored a 116. But yeah, look, I'm happy with the 116. I don't know why I'm fucking trying to find the negatives of it, because that's a really good score. Average up to like 106 now, so that's definitely keeper in defense. He's going to be a keeper. And some people are worried about like a role change if he goes to the midfield or something. I'm not worried. I think that's actually a good thing if he goes to the midfield, because as I think he's a better halfback than a midfielder. I'll say that right now. But he can also go massive in the midfield, as we've seen in years prior. So keep that in mind if he switches to midfield or something. Don't get too worried about this pick. I think this pick is foolproof, unless he goes to full forward, like fucking Whitfield has done the fraud. Kingsley, the fucking piece of shit. Probably swearing a bit too much, but doesn't matter. None of my videos fucking get monetized anyway. Dunkley 120. Yeah, good score. Definitely overscored. Like, I was like, wow, how has he pushed out a 120? I guess maybe the fact that he did tag Dawson and do as well as he did for the first half really helped. But yeah, he only had like 20 disposals, a lot of tackles, decent efficiency actually. I mean, it did make sense sort of. Um, yeah, like he hacks it out of the midfield a lot, which is a bit frustrating. But this was one of those days where it worked. So, if it works, he goes big. If it doesn't work, he goes small. So that's the thing with Dunkley, and he's not really a high position player. So 20 to 25 disposals from him can still push out a 120, as we're seeing right here. And he's also never going to get tagged, which I really like. Jerry 153 captain. Look, this is just Tristan Jerry. There's no way to put it. He plays West Coast. He's going 150 plus. It's as easy as that. I'm so like, yes, we traded out Chera, and that really hurt. But then we wouldn't have Jerry, and that would be an absolute nightmare. I just wish I could have traded someone else from like fucking Zorko or Whitfield the Flog. Actually, I didn't have Whitfield at the time. But yeah, Jerry's clearly the number one player this year. Deconing 146. Yes! Yes, coming back from the bye. Finally a big score. I think a rest is really what he needed as well. Like, he looked cooked going into the bye. He just looked finished with football engine. Like, he was not looking motivated. He wasn't running. He wasn't going up for marks. This game against Essendon, he was just everywhere. Going up for every pack mark, doing all sorts of shit. So, thank you very much, Tom Deconing. You are well and truly back in VCNC considerations. I might even consider. Wait, what's he? Ooh, that's nice actually. What I might do, we'll get into VCNC later, but I might just chuck that on this for now. The Rucks, Vice Jerry against Fremantle. I think we take Jerry, whatever he scores. But if he does go under 120, then we'll go to Coney against West Coast. Because yeah, he'll go really big there, I think. Bailey Smith didn't play, laid out. I do worry with this pick, man. It's got a little bit of like Clayton Oliver 2023 sort of vibes. Like, it, was he laid out because of the hamstring, or was there a bigger problem? Like, Andrew Dillon goes to his house. Yeah, a lot of big AFL people go to his house. He's just said on social media that maybe some nose beers after the grand final, which is insane. So, was it a hamstring issue, or is there something to do with drugs? Maybe I'm not saying anything yet, but maybe there's something more to it. I really hope not, for my SuperCoach's sake. But it could be. I'm just saying, brace yourself, because he might be out for longer than you think. I'm not going to trade him out though, because he's probably going to be back this week. I'm probably overthinking it, but there is a possibility that there's an underlying issue there. Um, Christian Petrarca 115, very good. I've been happy with this pick. He's been a very successful trade-in. Um, yeah, scoring well. He's keeping the forward line. Not much to really say about that. Against who did he play? Yeah, he played Collingwood. Actually, pretty hard for an inside mid to score against. He's getting a lot more CPAs now, Petrarca, which I really like. Like, his CBAs have been in the 80s and 90s for the past 3 or 4 weeks, which is really good. So, I'm happy with that. Rankin is cooked. His role is it's okay, but he's just been in a poor state of form. But he's one of those players similar to Rao that can have a bunch of bad scores in a row and then have a bunch of good scores in a row. So I could see a potential bounce back here from Rankin, but I think he's a keeper in the forward line nonetheless because everyone has him. Daniel 124. Yes. Perfect, mate. What a game he played. Like, Supercoach's side, that might have been the best game I've seen Caleb Daniel play in a very long time. In a very, very long time. Like, maybe 2023. That one game where he went massive. It's his best game since then, I reckon. Maybe even it's better than that. He did not miss a kick, man. He was everywhere around the ball. He was really incredible. I really liked his game. He's well and truly a keeper in the forward line. Thank you very much. I feel for the people that traded him out. But at the same time, it's a bit stupid because with the role he's got, you don't trade someone out, man. Especially with the fixture you're coming up. Pedlar 37, 3 touches. He's probably going to get dropped. But whatever. At least he kicked the goal and got his score slightly respectable. I really hope he holds his spot though, because if he doesn't, I'm cooked for cash gen. But it is what it is, I guess. Daywick 16 came on as a sub in like the last quarter. Did pretty well for himself actually. What was I gonna say? There was something I was gonna say about him. Yeah, he's actually a very talented player. Like, there's something about him I really, really like. When I see him play, I don't know, he's just got that sort of, I don't want to say X factor about him because he hasn't shown anything yet, but I don't know, he's got a sort of aura to him. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me, but every time I see him on the field, I'm just like, hey, Archie Wicks. Oh, and he does some nice things. Uh, Bolton didn't play, Patton didn't play, and Decam finally as the flex with a 113. Against Gorn, I'm really happy. Again, like Dawson, was on like 60. Actually, no, well, not like Dawson. More like Dacos, where he was on 30, like 29 at halftime, and then he comes out big again. He did this last week too. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way Decam's going. He seems to be the perfect flex at the moment. It probably is Grundy, actually, given how well he's going, and his fucking fixture is insane. But yeah, Decam's just as good, I reckon. So, let's get straight into the trades. I've probably crapped on about this shit for a bit too long now, so let's just get these trades done, get the VCNC done, and finish this video. What we're gonna do, let's make some positional changes first. Put Daywick's there. Put Bolton on. Boxall got dropped, but we'll just put him on for the sake of... Actually, no, we won't. We'll put him off. Wait, there was something I was going to do here. Let's just do the trades first. So Zorko's gone. I've already explained why. Uh, Look, it could come back to bite me like all my fucking trade outs this year have. But I don't care. Let's do it again. Why not? As I've said in videos prior, my season, I'm not winning the 50k. We're not doing anything special anyway. So let's just have some fun with it. Who else was I going to trade at? And Matt Carroll. So these two, we move McCarthy back there. We get Zach Johnson, who I think is a must-have rookie, and where's he at? Zach Butters. I think he's a must-trade in this week. Like, probably better for my team if he wasn't this week and he dropped a little bit more. But I'm well and truly happy to adjust the plans for someone like Zach Butters. He's a star player. He's one of my favourite players in the league, actually. Carlton aside, because I'm a Carlton fan. He's probably my favourite player in the league. Alright. VCNC. So I'm looking at the fixture here. Thursday night. St Kilda Bulldogs. Bulldogs aren't really good for scoring, so I think I'm just going to skip on Sinclair, because that's the only Saint we have, and the Bulldogs. That's going to be a pretty boring game, I reckon. Like, they couldn't have made like a more boring Thursday night game. Are you serious? St Kilda Bulldogs at Marvel Stadium. I swear, like every time this matchup happens, St Kilda and Bulldogs, it's always a thrashing. One team or another gets thrashed, and it's just an absolute snooze fest. I'm talking shit. Like, what am I talking about? Let's go on. Hawthorn, Adelaide, could go Dawson. Hawthorn a little bit of a shambles. Actually, they did win last week. Nah, I'm gonna skip Dawson. Actually, he probably won't get tagged, but actually, Utah Stadium. I'm interested, but I think there's better options, so we're gonna skip that. Lions, GWS, Dunkley, I think will go good, but yeah, I don't want to go anyone else really. Essendon, Geelong, Stewart, chuck the C on him. Smith, could go Smith actually. Nah. North Melbourne versus Fremantle with Ice and Jerry easily. I think you just can't. You can't pass up on Jerry, no matter what matchup he has. Just too good of a scorer. Port Adelaide, Melbourne, nah, and Carlton West Coast. We're gonna captain to Coning. So yeah, there's our VCNC. And yeah, that's the video, guys. I yapped a lot in this video. Like, the viewers are not gonna like it, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we're starting to put together some good sort of weeks. So hopefully we can keep building. Potentially finish in the top 1k. That would be absolute dream. But for now, let's just have fun with some SuperCoach. Let's not take it too seriously now. We're gonna take it seriously, but let's not just fucking be boring now. Let's have some fun. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.